out. Take a chance, make it happen. Pop a cork, fingers snapping. Spin the wheel, round and round we go. Life is good, life is sweet. Grab yourself a front row seat. Let's meet and have a Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with the Earth 2 Veve Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So, what we have, my water. I'm sorry, you know what? I will save that for later. What I did want to go over with Earth 2 FUD stomping, I do have a couple of things to go over as far as I just came from Guidebook Gaming. Their link is down below. They go over pretty much news every single day. A little bit more detail than I do. There's a little bit more focus. Mine was a little bit broad. I talk about a little bit of everything. Poop. I got to call. I have to call him back later. It's and I'll go over this in another video. It's about this guy. He I served with him, and he's having a tough time with because he served in Afghanistan, and we're getting out of Afghanistan where the mission was never really completed. So I'll give him a call back later. Anyway, I had noticed that Guidebook Gaming had gone and they made like a spreadsheet. I don't know if it was theirs or they made it or somebody else made it, where is the top like 1,000 people that have tiles in there, and I am in the top 200. I'm number 198, I believe, as far as tiles in Earth 2. Watch my video from before about just Earth 2 FUD, me responding why I invest every single day. That because it's to me, it's going to be one of the biggest metaverses in the world. I think the only things that would be able to compete with that would be Veve, the Akomi Veve app and the Veveverse. And then if Facebook decides to do something or Apple decides to do something, that type of deal would be would be not an Earth 2 killer, but that'd be Earth 2 competition. But again, you want to have that competition. You don't just want to get up here and coast. Every single thing that Earth 2 does, it is getting up here, dropping another piece of information, getting more stuff. We get updates every couple weeks now. It's really incredible. So they're just continuing to set the bar higher and higher. Same thing with Veve. Is Veve coasting now? No, of course not. They're stepping their foot on the heckin' gas. And just like the thumbnail, that universe of Greg's, there are so many things. People are just trying to go and get the next thing, just the next pump and dump, the next rug pull, whatever. And if it works, some people that, let's say, obviously don't start the pump and dumps, but they say, oh, hey, let's get into this meme coin like a Yushi or Schmegmars or whatever, and let's sell before they pull out the rug from underneath us. And unfortunately that happened with Schmegmars. They had the rug pull. I don't think it happened to Yushi. I just use them as an example. I just mentioned them this morning. But there's a bunch of things like that. There's Bone Coin and Leash Coin and Elon Doge, and there's so many different things that are forks of forks of forks. It just doesn't really make sense to invest. So Earth 2, Omi, and Bitcoin are the only things I'm really putting money into. Bitcoin, not even that much. I'm kind of leaving my one Bitcoin alone. And Earth 2, I am leaving what I have there alone. I am buying more jewels every single day. Tiles I haven't bought in a while. I just bought another one before for a giveaway, but I can't stop buying the NFTs. I just topped up a little bit of gems, so now I have about 1,000 gems in the Veve app ready to go. I know I'm probably only going to use 100 or 200 gems depending on how many comics are available versus how many comics what the drop is. I think the drop is probably going to be Saturday. I think a lot of people like the drops being on Saturday as opposed to Thursday, because people work during the day, they can't really get off, or that they're going to try to for 15 minutes in the bathroom, like on the toilet, like let's drop. But I think doing it on the weekend is a lot better. It's how they sold out 97,000 NFTs in 15 minutes, which is just bananas. Sorry if I'm a little sweaty. I just came back from the gym, didn't get a chance to shower yet. Oh yeah. Let me go to show you guys what I have so far. And I did go over this, I think, in this morning's chat. Not really in any videos that I have. But so far, the completed sets are... Hang on one second. Let me make that a little darker for y'all. 2 Adventure Times, the first season of Powerpuff Girls, Call of Cthulhu. I have the Kripkins, Big Barda, and the DC Bombshells. DC Cover Girls. Got 2 Superman. I have the first Ghostbuster, or not the first. I have one of the Ghostbusters, the Ecto one. I only have a couple of those. I have the Ecto one, the full set. I have the Choices. This Marvel one is the cheapest set to get. So if you want to spend, only have $200 to spend, and you want a set, get these guys. Also, Crypto Orion did a video before saying that there's a chance that for Master Collector's Points or something like that, every NFT that you have could give you a point. And what would be the cheapest NFT to get? Well, right now it would be Sam Wilson. Sam Wilson Captain America is a common. There are 3,052 in the market. You can get them for as little as 5 gems. So I would be able to go and get 1, 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. So I have 28 of them at $5.99 or below, like, or under 6. So let's do 6 times 28, literally $168 dollars, and you get 28 of these. Now, are they going to be able to say, hey, you can only, you only get points for 1 per NFT, and you can only have 1 of them to get the points. The other ones are just extra you have, maybe. But I think like that's a really good way for Veve to be able to convince people to start buying a lot more NFTs and to burn a lot more OMI. Buying a bunch of these, you get more points. These floors would rise that you would not see an NFT out there for less than $20. Like I myself would spend, if OMI is at like 3 cents at the time, like I said, I would take $30,000 or a million OMI at the time when it's 3 cents and buy all of these, or as much as I could. I could literally do that in a day, like not even a day. I'd just be buy. It would be hard because everyone would be doing that. So again, that might not happen. I could do that right now. I could buy a bunch of NFTs and it would be like nothing. It would literally be, I don't want to say pointless, but I could do that and absolutely nothing would happen. I could do that and I could just waste, a couple $1,000s. But if I do that and then they do announce that that's what's happening, I am so far ahead of anyone else. I would have like a couple thousand collectibles. It'd be insane. That being said, I do want to continue to get more sets. I want to complete the sets that I don't have first before I go on and buy $30,000 worth of Sam Wilsons because they're super cheap. Let me get to the comments here. Wes says, kind of shocked OMI isn't above 1 cent by now, considering everything going on with Veve. But I guess we'll have to wait until the whales want it to moon. Yeah, this is too cheap in my opinion. This is, I don't want to say disgusting. It's great for people like me that will continue to want to buy. For those of you that missed my video this morning, I do have 91 million OMI right now. As long as it stays below 0.0030, I have no issue continuing to buy, even slightly higher than that. I do think that with my 1 full Bitcoin left, that if I decide to not sell any of it, I would probably regret it in the future, to sell that to buy more OMI, because we know this will moon. We know it will at some point, but we don't know when. I could sell it right now, all my, let's say the $45,000 worth of Bitcoin, however much Bitcoin's worth, and buy a butt ton more of OMI, like 10, 12 million more of OMI. Or I could wait for it to get to 60,000 or 80,000 and then do it, and then get even more before I do that. And or I could wait, Bitcoin stays the same, OMI moons to the, goes 10x. It's like, well, I should have done it and I didn't, and I missed out. Again, having 91 million, I don't want to say I missed out on anything. I would still think, when I did that video the other day that said, hey, what's my updated price prediction on OMI through 2027, I basically just took everything and delayed it by a year, where I thought at the end of 2026 originally would be $1. Now I think we can get $1 by the end of 2027, just because a lot of things were delayed. The switch over to Ethereum blockchain via Immutable X, the delays of new exchanges, the delays of other things. Veveverse is still slated for December, but not necessarily. That's what they said. But again, things have been delayed before. And this is not FUD. This is just how it works. If this was FUD, I'd be like, guys, I'm selling out of my position. I'm going into Axes. I'm going into Illuvium. I'm going into just putting it all into Bitcoin. I'm going back into Tesla. I'm not doing that. I'm continuing to sell my Pokemon cards, my pride and joys, for more of these. So that is not FUD at all. I'll continue to do so because, like I said, we know it's going to go at some point. We just don't know when. Gary O says, "Let's go." Good evening, Gary O. Cosmo says, "I found what moved the token today. A YouTuber called Omi on his channel." A YouTuber called Omi? See what we got here. Oh, I'm just gonna type in Omi, and there's gonna be so many different. Yeah, can you like link like the chat or like the title of the video? Because it's not gonna. I just go to Omi. Like the first thing that goes in is WChamp FX trading, which is great. He's awesome. I watched his video where he bought a lot of crypto. It was great. Yeah, but I don't know exactly which. Yeah, and anyone that outside of the ones that I'm looking at right now, the only other one that I thought would be Crypto Rain. Crypto Rain had a video where he said literally the price could be $1 by the end of this bull run. I was like, now he did not say when he thought this bull run would end. If he thinks like I do, and he thinks that because of a Bitcoin ETF approval, we will go into a super cycle, that this bull run could literally continue for the next year and a half, maybe 2 years. So the end of next year, that would still be insane. But okay, cool. But if he's talking about the end of this bull run and he thinks that this bull run is going to end this year in Q4, what the fudge? Again, that would greatly benefit me, and it would behoove me to sell half my position if it went up to $1, because that's $15 million. Well, no, I only have 91 million, so it'd be $45 million. But like, oh my god. Like I said, I don't necessarily believe that. Again, my price points that I'm going to sell at, and I'll probably make a video on this at some point. I'm not going to sell at 3 cents. I'm going to transfer 1 million Omi into the Veve app. I'd sell 1 million at 5 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents, 25 cents. I don't know what, something like 442, so like 420, 50 cents, 69 cents, 75. I'm basically going to, when it gets to $1, I'll have sold my 10th millionth Omi. And still have, at this point, I would still have 81 million Omi left when it gets to $1. It's just insane. So Cosmo said, Sheldon Sniper said something about Omi. Oh, okay, all right. Sheldon Sniper. Who dat? Oh, well, apparently he's got a master class. Oh, his name is Crypto Banter? Altcoin list? Alright, maybe this is it. Alright, let's see. If he has the, intro, Bitcoin alert, large cap altcoins are running giveaway, Star Terra token, Orion protocol, Bitcoin, blah, 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 blah. I'm not really seeing anything as far as, he's talking about a lot of different things. But I literally don't see Omi or Komi on here at all, on his most recent video. That was today. So I don't think this was him. And if it was, then he did not put it on his thing here. He talks about Pickle, Akash on market. Like, honestly, I don't know if all different, any type of exposure is good exposure, and this literally had 58,000 views. But just based on what I'm looking at here, I have never heard of half of these things that he's mentioning. And if I haven't heard of half of these things that he's mentioning, like Arweave or Phantom or Akash or Pickle or Pokedex, literally sounds like a Pokedex. Like, I assume he's going like the meme coin route, which I really don't. Again, his projects that he's mentioning could be very good projects, and I've just never heard of them. A titan in the Omi arena, but not in the altcoin market at large. So maybe he is doing it, but it just, I get sent things every single day. Hey, check this out, and I still haven't heard of half of these. So, but again, that was just his video from today. Sheldon Sniper, I guess, is Crypto Banter. If you could, I guess, link that to me on Twitter, tag it to me, let me know. Oh my god, I have so many. Oh, actually, Comey just tweeted. All right, so this is what I mentioned in my video before. David Gochstein had said, this is his second tweet in 2 days mentioning Omi, saying, quote, Omi is going to be a major player in the NFT space with all the partnerships they have. Bullish, end quote. And Comey just retweeted that and Comey says, and we're just getting started. Heck, freaking yes. I'm going to type that. Heck, freaking yeah. All right, moving on. And that guy Grokstein has 410,000 followers on Twitter. So, yeah. Renzi says we're all metaverse giga chats. We are. Crystal Stroud, meow meow. How's it going, babe? Says meow. How many Omi tokens exist? Do you know? Must be a lot if it isn't moving much in price, especially with all the attention happening with Veve. So yeah, Crystal Stroud. To my knowledge, originally when they had made 750 billion of them. During the calculations and whatever, they had burned 96 billion at once. But in the circulating supply, there can only ever be 300 billion. And we're pretty much at there now. We're at like 216 maybe, give or take. Let me see exactly what we're at. If you go to CoinGecko, they have the most updated one. And the circulating supply is 216.3 billion. Right there. So that is what it's in right now. Again, that total supply is off, that 750 billion, because a lot of them have been burned already, and 10 billion of the 340 billion that Veve has in the company, 10 billion of that has been burned so far. Wes says, if Facebook buys Veve, will that be bad for Omi or good? It depends on the reason they buy it for. If they buy it because they want to take it over, well, suddenly you're going to get 1 billion people exposed to Veve and Omi like that. But there's a lot of older people that use Facebook. So let's say 10% of that, let's say 100 million people, or let's say 5%. So let's say 50 million people get exposed to that. 10% of those actually get into it. Yeah, all right, so it's an extra 5 million. Yeah, that'd be insane. Literally the Super Bowl goes on every day on Facebook. It's nuts. Sturgis Steel says, yeah, I saw a couple channels showed Omi today that haven't before, saying holding $1,000 of Omi could make you rich. Yeah, I agree. Which I believe it could as well. Yeah, because for it to 10x, it goes to 10xing would make it go to about 3 cents, a little under, which would give you $10,000, which is 5 figures. But 100xing going to 30 cents, I think you can do in a couple of years. That gives you 6 figures. That gives you $100,000, and that I believe is that's life-changing money. That is life-changing money, no matter how you slice it. Wes answered 750 billion Omi tokens that were made. Only about 300 billion could ever be in supply, though. So very happy. Kyle says no, it's not. It's something like, 340 billion were given to just the Veve app via their vault and their reserve wallet. But 300 billion as far as circulating supply that people like you and me can buy. Yeah. Sturdy says I need to buy Omi, but I have to wait for Coinbase Pro to receive my funds from the bank to then transfer it to Bit4X. Yeah, it usually takes a while. Cosmo says, also there's no utility on the token to be burned. Well, I mean, the utility right now is just for, as soon as you buy NFTs, that a lot of Omi that amount of Omi gets burned. You buy $100 worth of NFTs, $100 get burned. $6 worth of Omi get burned. Spend $10,000, $10,000 worth of Omi gets burned, which is nice. We burn 1 billion each time. Yeah, we burn a lot, but also the utility is just yet to come. Like the utility is going to come buying NFTs with Omi, being able to go and buy land in the Veveverse or just games in the Veveverse, just anything in the Veveverse. I can't wait to see how much long-term me, if I can control myself, will be excited to say, I hope we can only pay for things in the Veveverse with Omi. But if I know that, I'm going to get this piece of land because I have so much Omi, and I know I'm going to screw myself out of profits because I'm just going to take like a couple million Omi and spend it. So I'm not burning it. I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to use it. And what the? Oh my God, it's the moon. Sorry, I know. Coma says, with utility, we're going to burn it in 3. Yeah, utility, this is going to be insane. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can get enough, or I mean, I have enough. Half of this would be more than enough to for anyone to retire. Wes says, at Cosmos, you literally have Yeah, we'll try to keep it civil. I mean, it depends what they do. I don't. I would hope that the founders do not set it up so that it could be burned in 3 years. I think that would be. I don't know what that would do. I think the actual because Veve needs to always have money. Veve always needs to be the biggest holder. Omi needs to be whatever. So do the founders because if a lot of this is burned in 3 years, then and Veve still has to use and buy Omi to be able to use those NFTs. But again, the Veve app, that because they have 300 something billion, it's fine. But in the circulating supply, I don't know. Again, this is very, very technical. It's very, very hard to go and say, okay, well, we need enough Omi in the circulating supply for buybacks, but we can't have too much so that the token price will stay the same, and we can't have too little, or else the Veve company will have to spend an arm and a leg to try to buy things. And I don't know. I don't know the best way to go for it. Ideally, you want that sweet spot, but if you can't, I'd rather us have too little Omi, so this way it just moons. That would be great. Great for me, but again, I don't know the unintended consequences of that. Star Helix says the legend is back. What's up, Star Helix? Justin says, "Let's go." What's up, Justin? Scott Horn says, "Hello, Dashi." Wes says, "What pronoun is Dashi?" Well, I never really call Dashi he or she because Dashi's a god, and we all pray to Dashi. We receive it today from Dashi. Dashi guides us. So Dashi, I think, whatever Dashi needs to be for us, whatever we need Dashi to be, that's what Dashi is. Takes the form of whatever we are most comfortable with, of whatever is just going to get us to do the best things possible. Just says Norman. I don't know what Nor is, but Dash is whatever we need Dash to be. Grandmaster Mala says, "Where's the list of top players with the most tiles?" It was on Guidebook Gaming, and if you decide to say, "Oh, hey, let me not go to Guidebook Gaming, let me just go on the Earth 2 website and go to the leaderboard over here." Wow. And then you sort by most tiles, and then you filter by United States of America. And then, Aria Realty is player number 1 for America, so shout out to him. And you filter all the way down to number 27. I am the 27th biggest player in America. But again, Guidebook Gaming, their list didn't do it like this. Their list literally went to, their list went to like the top 1,000 or whatever that they had. I don't know where they got it from. Grandmaster Wall says, "I'm trying a new strategy, buying cheap, new 59-cent single tile properties, but in the shape of 750. Yeah, I've been... Oh, okay. Very, very good. Good times, Grandmaster Wall. I'm going to grab some water real quick because I am so parched. Ugh. Okay, I'm back. Ah! All right, moving on. Justin says, "Love the in-depth update." Oh, no problem, Justin. You're the best. Wes is at 21 completed sets. You have more than me. Oh my God, Wes, I'm so heckin' jealous. I'm so heckin' jelly. That's incredible. Let me get back to this guy. Say I'm streaming right now. I'll call you in a bit. Oh God. Call you in a bit. What are you doing here? That's a BoJack Horseman reference. Wow, Wes, I'm jealous. Yeah, I was talking to Orion Crypto Trader before, and if I had gotten the NFTs when I first got in like March, I would have a lot of sets completed, and I wouldn't have as much Omi, but I would have a lot of sets completed, and now I'm just paying such a premium for a lot of these sets. It's just bananas. Yeah, I fudged up. Crypto Neon says, "I'm hoping Veve animate the Marvel Mighty set. They look similar to Ritmo in terms of art style and textures, so I hope it's possible." Yeah, I think it's possible also. Crypto Neon says, "Ritmo has a different texture from all the other unicorns too, and it's the same as Mighty's, so fingers crossed." You know what? There's so many different ones I want to there's so many different ones that I want. But if my collectors, if they go and if my collector mind tells me anything, it's just get that first Batman set. So that's gonna take me a couple months, just because I'm gonna just try to put in a couple $100 per week, and it's gonna cost like $4,000 to $5,000 to get everything, and that's if the prices stay the same. Cheapest Eddie Russo Batman is about 2,800 gems, which I don't have. I could get the Todd McFarlane Batman right now, which you can get for $530, and then I could get the rare is 247, so that's about 230 and 47. That's about 577, and then the uncommon 577 plus 170. All right, so that's about 677, 747. Oh, 747. So I can get 747, and plus the ultra rare is 2,800. Okay, so I can actually get it for less than $4,000. So I'll definitely get it before the end of the year, as long as the prices stay the way they are. What's up, Jinferno? How's it going? Wes says, if Bitcoin goes to 100K and OMI to 0.001, you can get 100 million OMI. I could. I wouldn't sell the whole 100K Bitcoin, but I would easily sell half, like easily. That's. Bitcoin is supposed to be my hedge versus everything else, so I don't even want to sell that Bitcoin, but I would sell if OMI goes down to like below 0.002. I will clear out my bank account. I will then sell everything that I have as Pokemon cards at a huge discount to recoup some of those losses or that investment. And again, my bank accounts, I don't even have that much, maybe 10K, but again, I still need to live. I don't have a ton of money coming in. It's pretty much mostly just from YouTube. And then, actually, no, that's a lie. Not a lot of it's from, between YouTube and Patreon, it's like $500-600 a month, give or take. Not that much. But I still get about $1,000 a week from my high-risk lending business, because when I left, I had like $50,000 or like $100,000 worth of aging receivables. Now I have like 20,000 worth of aging receivables, maybe 15, so it's not a lot left. That will run out eventually. Probably Omi says, hello. Overall thoughts on migration towards Immutable? Can't wait for it. People were hypothesizing this morning that we were going to be able to get that OKEX. You could not withdraw OMI from OKEX this morning. Maybe that had something to do with the pump. You couldn't withdraw, but people could buy. They were hypothesizing that Immutable X is coming, which I think that in one of their AMAs they said the end of August it's possible. So that'd be fantastic. Oh wow. So I commented on Orion Crypto Trader's most recent video. I said, your video, and it's true, your videos are a big part of why I got into OMI. Keep up the great content. I'm going to get so many Master Collector points from staking, because he goes over in his video saying, what if we get points for staking OMI? I have 91 million OMI. I could literally put in like 1.6 million OMI each week forever, like for a year, and then just recycle that. And he responds, knowing how much you have invested means a lot to me. Thanks, man. Looking forward to the 10-cent party in New York City. Heck yeah, brother. I thought we were going to do 20 cents, but maybe we'll do 10 cents and 20 cents. At that point, why the heck not? You know? Why the fudge not? Moving on to the next question. Oh yeah, so the overall thoughts on Immutable, will that make the coin moon? Not by itself. It'll probably give it a decent pump. But the consequences of that, well, what happens when we go over to the Ethereum blockchain via Immutable X? We can be listed on other exchanges, such as Coinbase. And when they announce that they're going to go on Coinbase, like 10 days later, I guarantee it'll be on. So that I thought would be pretty cool. Hang on one second. All right. Sorry about that. One second. Sorry. Bunch of people giving me calls and texts. Totally also says, if we were WWE, if I was WWE, what would all right? Totally also says, if I was a WWE wrestler, what would my finishing move be? I love Eddie Guerrero, Frog Splash. That would just to him, because he was one of my heroes growing up. He was great. Very, very good. Moving on. Wubba Wubba says, Veve NFT versus Omi. Which do you think will give you more profits given the same amount spent on both? I would say right now, probably Omi, but well, also depends how you mean. On the drops, because there already have been stuff that have gone up like, what, 6,000% or something like that? Like, what is... I think Donnie was like $17 at the start, and now it's like $25,000, so... That has increased 1,500x, literally in a couple months. Because again, 17 times 1,500, so that's just bananas. Omi's not going to increase that much ever, because 0.0028 times 1,500 would give us $4.20. Oh, if we're coming awesome, or blaze it down below for $4.20. That would be great if it did, and it might eventually in the 2030s, but not now. Not in the next couple of years. And I'm not saying that others will go for that as well. As again, I don't think Veve will ever put something again for 150. What do you call it? 150 mints. That's just too low. That would piss a lot of people off. So for me, Omi. Star Helix says, if you could only choose one, would you rather all in E2 or all Omi? Well, I'm a little bit more emotionally attached to E2 because they were the ones that helped me get partnered with YouTube. They're the ones that helped me. They're the reason that I retired. I did not really get into the Veve Omi videos. I didn't know what it was until after I was already retired. So always special place in my heart for E2, and I love all the content creators. We all get along. We're all like, it's special. Well, I guess if I already have a Bitcoin's my failsafe. I guess it doesn't matter. Omi I think is the safer one, but if I'm gonna be safe, I already have Bitcoin. Earth 2. It's so hard to say. I don't think I could choose. I would maybe coin flip. Yeah. Pro the Omi said, congrats on 91 million. So close to 100. Yeah. I want to get 100 million before the end of the year. It's another $30,000 that I need to put in, which I don't have right now. Which I can get, not easily, but I can get in the next couple months. Grumpy Main says, what do you mean by E2 FUD? There's just a lot of E2 FUD that had been going around. Over the past week or so, I got maybe another 100 subscribers, and one or two of them have just been saying one of them confused me of stolen they accused me of stolen valor, which if you don't know what that is, that basically says that that stolen valor is meant for somebody that is not in the military or is never in the military, claiming that they were in the military. I was like, yeah, I have medals. I don't get the fudge out of here. With that, and then a bunch of other people a couple of other people had gone and said that E2 is a scam, Omi's a scam, but a lot of it was geared towards E2 because you have guys like Kira TV, Upper Echelon Gaming, and Big Fry making videos about me, and they have 100,000. I think Upper Echelon has 400,000 subscribers, and again making videos about me, calling me a clown, and just more trying to attack the character, but not attacking. Again, they try to attack the game, but it's okay. They're using a lot of old, outdated info for their videos, and they don't take into account what has changed since January, which is a long time in game development. It's a long time in general. So there's just been a decent amount of FUD, and I'm just here saying I'm still putting in money every single day. I'm the top 200 players in this game. I hopefully will only go up, but once we have millions of players in this game, I will easily drop from top 200 to maybe top 1,000, because there's so many people that have so much more money than I do that are just going to come in and just stomp me. I was like, oh, all right, I guess this is where I am now. Grandmaster Wawa says, Dashi is my Buddha. Dashi is everyone's everything. Oh, it is. I missed my 30-minute Patreon member shout out, so I'm going to do that right now. Get out of here, calculator. Eh. Patreon member shout out. You better not touch my gal, or I'll pop you in the kisser, pal. You better not even try. You'll be looking at a big black eye. So listen good, you 2-bit hood. I'll give you to the count of 10. If you're not gone by the crack of dawn, you'll never eat solid food again. Squidcat says, Reese once described the Veve collectibles as the gift shop for the Veveverse. That blew my mind. The Veveverse is going to be unimaginably huge. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I think just breaking down what he's saying, if it is a gift shop, well, when do you usually have gift shops? After you go on like a tour or a ride, and then you get to view the gift shop. Wouldn't it be really cool if there were rides or whatever or games in the Veveverse, and like in amusement parks, people or the company takes pictures of you playing the game and doing really cool things, and then suddenly you can purchase that photo. The same thing as amusement parks. $5, purchase the photo. Whatever. And then they make it to an NFT for you as well. That would be so cool. That would be amazing. That would be so heckin' genius. Oh my god, I have to like make a video about that, because if I literally have to take a picture of that and then try to make a video of that, because that is genius, Squidcat. Okay, there we go. Alright, moving on. Probably Omi says, thoughts on the Veve web app. Would love to hear your insight on this. I don't know. Probably gonna need a computer for it. I hope I can do it on my tablet. But if I can't, if I need a computer, that's fine. Oh god, here we go. I think once this is not translated into any other languages right now. Earth 2 has the same issue with this not being translated into other languages. But when both of these go viral, especially in China, fudge. Oh my god. We are not ready. I do hope that both Earth 2 and Akomi and Veve, they go and like quadruple or quintuple. They 10x the amount of money they spent on servers, because they don't have enough. I don't care how much they think they prepared. We have a couple 100,000 users each. They do not have enough. They are going to go and need, again, 10x, 50x amount of servers for the amounts of players that are going to come into this. Maybe 100x the amount of servers, because this is not a lot. Like a couple 100,000, it is in the grand scheme of things. Like, well, Chavez, they have like 100 times as many users as you have subscribers. Okay, yeah, true. But I'm not hosting a game with a bunch of NFTs and something that's eventually going to be a Ready Player One for both of them. They are going to have, again, 10x people come in. Okay, that's a couple million. It's good. It's really good. But it's not. I could picture tens of millions of people playing these games. So, moving on. Florida Bird Breeders says, Dark made the leaderboard list. He's in Discord, and I think he posted it in Off Topic. Oh, Derek made. Oh, very nice. Grandmaster Mawa says, I didn't even notice I'm number 44. Oh, nice. And Florida Bird Breeders is 72. Ah, y'all are awesome. Y'all are some top players. Grandmaster Mawa says, you don't need to live, you need Omi. I love you, Grandmaster Mawa. You're great. Mop Bucket says, they already said there will be one of ones. I do remember that as well. But they said, I don't know how true. One of ones, that's going to be so stupid rare. That'll probably be the first $1 million NFT. Because if somebody gets it, let's say they sell for $1,000, whatever, that'll immediately be flipped for like 10,000, 100,000, because it's a one of one. Only one person in the world can ever get that. If Omi is at 10 cents by that point, I have no issue spending $100,000 on something that is one of one. because I just won't sell. I would never need to sell because one, I'm going to be the only person that has that, which is bananas. And then two, like even if I bought it for 100,000, somebody offered me $1 million for it. No. I'm already going to have millions of dollars by that point. If it's, someone offered 10 million for that. Okay, well that's a lot. But the only reason why I might sell at $1 million, not because I need the money, because I wouldn't at that point. It's because it would give Veve clout, and it would say like, oh, well, we have an NFT that sold for $1 million. You get to join that club. That's the only reason why I would sell. Would I buy it for $1 million? Not if Omi was 10 cents. If it hadn't by the time Omi reached 50 cents and I have like $45 million. Okay, yeah, I'll probably spend it on that. If nobody else had paid $1 million for it already. But if somebody else sold it for, they had already bought it for 1.1 million and they're gonna sell it for 1.3 million. No, I'm not, because they've already reached that point, that platform. I would just do it just to give Veve clout. No, we haven't had $100,000 one. If somebody bought it for $1,000, flipped it for $10,000, and they listed it at $100,000, you can be damn sure I'm buying that for $100,000. Again, Veve would have, or Omi would have to be at like probably 10 cents, because I would have to give them 1 million Omi for it, which is, I would not want to, but the only reason I would is, well, a couple of reasons. One is to be able to go and say, hey, I have one of one that I can use, that nobody else has, nobody else will ever have, and it brings Omi saying like, oh, well, we did a $100,000 transaction. That's what I would. That's one of the only two reasons why I would get that. Why I would give someone 1 million Omi for that, or $100,000. Justin says you should pack your fridge at 1 cent. Well, it depends when it hits 1 cent. Yeah, I'm only one person. I don't need a packed fridge, Milos Alexander says they will have also one of one NFTs. I have read that before. My bucket is correct. If they have like multiples of those, like one of this, one of this, one. God, good golly gosh, good golly heckin' gosh. Also, we have a $5 super chat from Wes saying, "Will be hard for me to not put millions of Omi to buy land in Veveverse." Wes, you are speaking my heckin' language because I have zero idea. Because we're gonna get big returns from that as well. There's like every single metaverse, whether it's My Neighbor Alice, Decentraland, Veveverse, or Earth 2. Earth 2 is the biggest by far, but there's still only a finite amount, only a certain amount of land that you're going to be able to get. Veveverse is probably going to be much smaller in Earth 2 as far as size, as far as land you can get, because again, nobody's going to make a one-to-one map of Earth. That's just insane. Earth 2 has that. They're going to keep that. Nobody's ever going to make that bigger. But for this, for Veveverse, and that's a good thing for Veveverse, or at least for us, because we're going to buy someplace that has a finite amount of land. And when we're the first in to buy, again, we are the early adopters here. We weren't the founders. We didn't get in, super early in like 2018, 2019, or even 2020. We got in when a couple 100,000 people knew about this, which is, a decent amount, but there's less than 150,000 Omi wallets. So there's not a lot of us that are invested in this. There will be tons more, and a lot more people with money. Like a lot of money. I know a lot of people consider me a whale, and yeah, I am. I would say mini whale, getting there. But I'm taught, like I've worked with people that have had that are worth 9 figures, like $100 million or more. They could buy a Comey if they wanted to, or they could try. I don't know if they'd sell, but they could go and literally scoop up every single thing on the market right now. I don't care what the whales have. Let's say we have a whale here that's got, let's say, 1 billion Omi. So 1 billion Omi and 0.0028. Okay, that's $2.8 million. That is nothing for these guys worth 9 figures that have art that is worth 9 figures. People think, oh yeah, I have 1 billion Omi, I can go crazy. All right, that's $2.8 million if you have 1 billion Omi. All right, maybe maybe you could tank the market for a little bit, but somebody that doesn't get out of bed for $50 million is going to come in and just laugh at you. So somebody, if you're one of those like whales that are trying to like manipulate the market, and you can right now, wait until people with that amount of money come in, and they're just going to scoop everything up, and you're going to be boned. And that's why I'm hodling. That's why I won't sell. But what Wes's point, saying that millions of OMI into the Veveverse, that for me is not spending OMI. That's taking my OMI and reinvesting it into someplace else where OMI is going to be very, very lucrative. It's going to be very, very... That's currency. Like, that is currency that is on a... Like, I don't want to say like nobody's ever seen before, because we have seen it with My Neighbor Alice and Decentraland, but this is going to be bigger. I mean, try and look at the Discord chats and and Telegram groups for My Neighbor Alice or Decentraland. Like, it's boring. Here is going to be so heckin' huge, and I think that the land in the Veveverse might actually outperform the NFTs, because the land, again, you could do whatever you want on that land. We're probably going to get some of the same benefits that would in Earth 2, as far as ad revenue, as far as people going onto your land and you making like mini games and competing in mini games and warring worlds and fight like gambling. There's so much different things that can be happening. So shout out to Wes for that $5 super chat and for a very, very good question. Pro the Omi says, lest we forget, the Veve MTL license should come this month as well. Fingers crossed. Even if it does, man, you're gonna make me want to get into these before I don't have money. I don't have money for this. I don't have money for this. You're right, Pro the Omi. All of these will come at some point. Transfer to Ethereum blockchain via Immutable X, MTL license. You're gonna have utility with the Veveverse, which again will be in December, which is September, October, November, 4 months away. What's my prediction for Pi? I think Pi can start out at like a penny and go to 10 cents, and but I think as soon as it comes out, some people that have 300,000 of them will say like, okay, well, I'm going to take my 300,000 Pi and I'm going to sell it at a penny, and they make $3,000. Some people might do that. I have 30,000 Pi. I won't sell. If anything, what I see it come out as, I might buy more on the initial, release, and then if it tanks, I'll buy even more, because I can see it being 10 cents at some point. Where when it starts out, it'll probably be a penny, maybe even go down to less than that. But the reason I see it being 10 cents is because I think it's Stellar Lumen, whatever that is. That has about 22 billion coins, where it was worth like 40 cents at one point. It was down to 30 cents. I think it's going back up now. And if Pi has 4 times as much as that, let's say 80 billion, it should be about 1/4 the price, which should be about 10 cents. Now it'd be about 8 cents, give or take. But again, I do see that going to 10 cents eventually, but it'd probably start out at 1 cent or even less. Just letting y'all know. Sergio Steele says, what song did you sing for the Patreon shout out about never eating solid food again? That is called You Better Not Touch My Gal by Dino Spumoni from Hey Arnold. So that might have triggered something in people's minds, like, wait a minute, that is, that probably tore into some deep recesses of people's minds that people forgot about, because it's from a Hey Arnold show. So it's in that universe. Star Helix says, when I get 1 million OMI, I'll see you guys at the 10-cent party in New York City! Yeah, Star Helix, yes! I'm going to have to make a guest list. Honestly, it would have to be... I don't know how to... Because... Well, I guess anyone that holds OMI can come. I don't want to be like, oh, you don't have 1 million OMI, you can't come to the bar. Like, if you have 400,000 OMI, that's fine. I don't want to be a type... Although... I am the one that's putting on the party and paying for it, so I should probably set some ground rules and parameters. It's my party, I can do it. I don't know. It's everybody's party. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Brendan Z says, I'm late, but what up? What up, Brendan Z? Says, I'm going to be partying alone with strippers tonight, or like when we get to the 10-cent party. I am trying to... Actually, so there is this... I don't know if I can... I don't think I can show it, but I'm pretty sure I can I think I can advertise girlfight.club. So HTTP, and if you're under 18, do not listen. Semicolon // girlfight.club is my friend Lori's website, and what she does is she advertises and gets, I don't know if I can show this. Maybe I can. No one's naked. And it's my friend's website. She has this, and basically she gets women that just, it's like a fight club for girls or for women, and she pays the girls, and she pays like for places to have them fight. Just women that are frustrated with life and everything, they fight, and they get paid, and all of us are pretty much going to be millionaires by then, or at least 100,000aires. So maybe I can get her to bring a couple people. We have a tournament. We bet on the tournament, and yeah. So, but again, I don't know if I should get strippers. I mean, probably. I mean, support the local economy. I do know a few, so could potentially be really good. I'll let you guys know. We'll vote on it. Star Helix says, I'm honestly seriously considering buying into E2 right now. I know you talk about it all the time, but could you give a quick rundown for how it works? Sure, Star Helix. Basically what happens is that it is a metaverse that is a 1-to-1 map of Earth. And I don't know if I can... It'll take me a second, but I'll get to you here real quick. If you go to, let's say here's your profile, make a profile, whatever, and you go to you go to buy land, and here is, I don't even know where this is, where I put in, this is, I don't know where, but a bunch of people here have a bunch of tiles, so I'm going to go and, Google Plex, that's a number, it's supposed to be a number. This is supposedly in, all right, so this is in Cali, Salinas, San Francisco. When I say 1-to-1 map of the world, it is 1-to-1 map of the world. And I am down here in Chaveztopia. And there's a bunch of things that you can do, like where it says map. Okay. I'm going to go to heat map because that shows you a lot where a bunch of people are. And see that bright light down there? That's me. So that's a lot of my megacity right there. Like that's how far it stretches. It's a heckin' lot. And what you're going to be able to do is you're going to make mini games. You're going to be able to take some mini games and you're going to be able to put them on your land. You're going to be able to make skins for people, and people can buy skins. You can already build hollow buildings that you can't actually build yet. You can just make the blueprints for them. You're eventually going to get resource. You can buy tiles. Each tile is a 10 by 10 meter, or it's a 10 by 10 square. I think it's 10 meters by 10 meters. It's a square. It's made up of like a trillion or like a lot of squares, however much the world is. And with that, you can, let's say if you buy tiles in America, for each other person that buy tiles in America, you get a small amount of revenue from everyone else. From America, not a lot of people are buying in America because America is like $60 a tile. But for every single country, it starts off at 10 cents per tile. Whether it's Afghanistan, America, Peru, Kuwait, China, every single tile starts off at 10 cents. When the country opens, there's going to be a mass rush for people to buy it. It goes from class 1 to class 4, and it's just class 1 is the most valuable, then 2, then 3, then 4. And you can get land income tax for if people buy in your country that you have tiles in, you get a little piece. You have a referral code. My referral code is down below. So if you do get in, use my referral code down below, because whatever money you spend, let's say you spend $100, if you use my referral code, you get $5 back. Now, that being said, if you don't use any referral code, you don't get any money at all. But whether you use my referral code, Aria Realty's referral code, if you have a brother that's in it, use his referral code. Any referral code that you use, you get $5 back. And you have your own referral code that if you get like your brother, and I know that sounds a little like, oh, so you're getting kickbacks, like a Ponzi scheme. Like, no, like it's like that just incentivizes people to tell others about it. But again, you could go in, you could not use anyone's referral code if you feel a certain way about like, well, I don't want anyone else making money off me. Kind of understand, but you're not going to get that 5% back. And yes, I would get 5% of whatever you spend. So if you spend $100, I get $5. You get $5 back. So yeah, it's pretty cool, especially have a big network of people using your referral code, or just network of people that are just buying in your. Again, I made a megacity in Antarctica. It's like the top 20 megacities. It's great. Again, I'm number 27 in the in America as far as users that put in money and have tiles. Number 198 in the whole game in the world for right now. Pro the Omi says, "What's your prediction numbers for Veve users by year's end?" I don't know, 1.5 million? Give or take? Yeah, 1.5 million sounds good. Brendan Z says, "What up?" I say, munching down on Oreo Klondike bar. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna had some water. Woo. Good Cat says, haha, you should do a reoccurring segment where you open the fridge and show us what's in. Like to sacrifice for our investments. Open. Again, there's really nothing in there, right? That is the top of a Molly's Irish cream. Yeah, that's I don't need a lot. I eat a lot. I don't need a lot though. Again, now it's after last week's heat wave, which was, I'm so sorry, I farted. Last week's heat wave was god awful. At that point, I was like, after this summer, I will never not have an air conditioning again. I will always have an air conditioner, unless, this is a big freaking if. Okay, so I'm kind of torn, and I'll probably talk about it in a video. If I was not about to be stupid rich by the end of this year, I would give heavy thought and probably go back into the military. Not because it's good money, it's not. Not because, it's a good lifestyle. You're working, like, especially when you're deployed, like 14-hour days, you have to go to all call. Like, it's horrible. Bad for, it's bad for you. It's bad for, like, your body, like your back, like your knees, just everything that destroys your body. But I think that we're most likely going to go back into Afghanistan, and I think that this withdrawal is only temporary. This is not. This will not last forever. I know the political system. I know this will not last. And the reason I would is not because I am for or against the war. I would rather go in place of my friends that have family. They have a wife and kids, or husband and kids. I just would rather do that. Just my opinion. I don't know what that came. Sacrifice our investments. Open. Wes with that $4.99 super chat says, "It'll be hard for me to not put millions of Omi into the land in the Veveverse." I don't think it's really bad, because even if, all right, let's say we are at about 2 cents by the time the Veveverse opens. Honestly, we could even be the same price by the time Veveverse opens. But when it does open, like, I'm talking mooning, especially if this, depending on how much utility this gives a token, to heights hitherto undreamt of. Yeah, it's gonna be huge. Sorry, Helix says, Brendan Z, Oreo ice cream is honestly the best of both worlds. Yeah, dude, cookie dough ice cream is my favorite, but yeah, both of them are really good. Berber says, "Have you heard of Sonar Ping?" I haven't. Can you tell me about it? Brendan Z says, "If they make cookie dough Klondike bar, I might, I might just drop dead." Cookie dough is so good. Berber says, "Got to look into it." All right, Sonar Ping. I will take a picture of the sonar. Where'd it go? Sonar Ping. Pew, 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 pew. Okay. Grandmaster says, "What if you could buy land in the... You will be able to, Grandmaster. Wow, you will be able to." Star Helix says, "Brenzy, cookie dough is good, but cookies and cream is the best." I don't know about that. Fight you for that. Brenzy says, "Randy, if you think high real estate value locations like Cali and Hawaii will correlate to being the most expensive digital real estate," a lot of people have hypothesized that, and I think they're correct. I actually have the first video evidence of someone buying land in Earth 2 was in New York. It was actually my first video on Omi ever, or not Omi, on Earth 2 ever, and I just at the time I was trying to pay off that Pokemon card, and I just didn't have a lot of money to put into Earth 2. I wish I put in, like, if I did that Pokemon card in 2019 instead of 2020, I would have had like $50,000 to put into Earth 2. I mean, I have over $50,000 in there now because everything's increased and whatever. But that's the other thing. Like, I didn't put that much in. Like, I put like 12 grand in, 13, 14 grand in, whatever. But it's literally, the value's up to 60 grand. So it went up a lot. There was a time where I was getting like $100 a day in land income tax and referral code. Like, it was insane. But it lasted for a little while, and ooh, my body. Ooh. But yeah, Cali and Hawaii, they're really good. So that's why America's literally $60 per tile now. Berber says Feg token has 650,000 addresses and is 190 million market cap, but Akomi has 150,000 addresses and a billion market cap. How does that work? It's because the people that have 150, like out of the 150,000 addresses, those people spent a lot more into Omi than 650,000 people did into the other one. That's why. RMS Mala says, do you know any whales that could buy all the remaining Omi? Well, how much is remaining? I don't know how much is remaining, but was it 216 billion? No, I don't. 216 billion times 0.0028. That's literally half. That's $604 million. No, I do not know any one person that could buy that. Well, I mean, I was like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, whatever. Sure. What's his name? Zuckerberg. But I don't think that this would be. Yeah, no, I don't see them doing that. But I don't know anyone personally. And again, I'm not even a millionaire, so I would not even be in this. I know all the clients I had, plus a bunch. They wouldn't. They probably could if I said, hey, all you... No, I don't even think they could. That's a lot of money. Again, if I put all the people that I knew in the high-end Pokemon business, that even acquaintances that I knew in passing, from high-end Pokemon, including myself, to high-end... sports and comics, to everyone else, maybe, yeah, sure. That's, that's actually like most of the market cap. Actually, that's the market cap, right? That's not the actual. Well, that's a circulating supply. And the market cap for this looks like it's 2 billion. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. That's for all the coins. We have literally gone up $1 million in trading though. 2 days ago, our 24-hour trading volume was about 3 point something. Yesterday it was 4 point something. Today it's 5.2 million. So the trading volume is going up a lot, which is really good. Six says, I'm waiting for Billionaire to take most of the tokens out of circulation. I feel like it's possible. Yeah, someone that really wants to do it. Honestly, if somebody has $100 million and they put in, $10 million into this, that's gonna, again, they're taking the total trading volume of 2 days and they're putting that into one purchase. Yeah, that could definitely move the market easily. JP moved the market back when he was when he put in like 200,000. Excuse me, and that's when the price was like 0.0035. Brendan Z says, apparently Marvel Comics are confirmed for this week. Yeah, I've heard that too. No, it wasn't official, but yeah, I pretty much heard that. Scott Horn says, buying land in the VVverse is way far out in the future. I think it'll be December. Because, again, the VVverse will come out in December. Does that mean we're going to be able to purchase land right away? No, it doesn't mean that. So you're right. But I think that's going to be something that could be done fairly soon. Probably sooner rather than later, just because you can buy land in there doesn't mean that you're going to be able to like build on it, but you're probably going to put some NFTs on it, do whatever. So I think that will come relatively quickly. But again, as far as like an open world giant MMO type of thing that might take a while, but the beginnings of it will start in December. Brendan Z says, how the heavy you have 30,000 pi? I have 600, and you've been mining for months. I have 2, but I also have... I'm getting like 7 pi an hour, and I have... Out of the 276 people that I have, like only 141 are mining. So, but yeah, I've been mining for months also. So it's 31,109 pi, and it goes up by... Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So every 5 seconds, I get 0.01 pi because I mine about 7, again, about 7 pi an hour. So that's why. I really got to call my friend back. All right. I'm gonna do my Patreon member shout out, and then I'll try to burn through these questions real quick. Burn. When the lights turning down, they don't know what they heard. Strike a match, play it loud, giving love to the world. We'll be raising our hands, shining up to the sky. Yeah, I gotta burn these. Make an RSVP list. I will. How long until we get Pokemon? Might announce it by the end of this year, but probably not until next year. Veve says, which Veve acquired license would be okay with interoperability? Realistically, not all licenses will be okay with NFTs moving. I would say half. Minimum half are probably going to be okay with this moving to other platforms. The other half not, which is fine. Resources were a little slow spawning today. I didn't even check today for jewels and whatnot and ether. Veve says, count me in for the 10-cent party. The conversations are over drinks. Will be a blast, all the while jamming out to Non-Fungible Wonderful's music. Dude, I can't wait to party with him. He's going to be awesome. But there's 5.3 million Omi burned today. Really? We go to Comey Daily Burn, and we look at today's... Wow, 5.3 million Omi burned today, 4.2 yesterday, 5.5 the day before, 5.9 the day before. That's incredible. 6.9 the day before, 12.6 the day before, 294 million on August 8th. I didn't even know that. And then obviously, a billion on August 7th because I was bananas. Wow. Yeah, we're doing good. Sorry, Alex says, I ended up hearing about E2 months ago. I thought about buying some old places I lived at in real life, but with resources and people buying strategic places up, it seemed nuanced and like it already has a huge metagame strat. I think, long-term big locations are going to be big as far as ad revenue, because, like, again, Statue of Liberty, guy paid $65,000 for it. And why? Well, because a lot of people are going to go there. It's like Disney World or Disneyland. But I also think that with you could buy 9 tiles anywhere if you have a good platform. And where I've said before in the past, where my Earth 2 videos are going to go is I'm going to be going in and I'm going to be making videos. Oh, they're constructing this building here. They're going to have this mini game here. This is what we're doing in Chavez-topia. So if you have a really fun game or if you have a really cool place, you could have 10,000 tiles or you have 9 tiles. It's going to be packed. It's going to be awesome. If you have a really good idea, you can make money. That's why says, I'm probably in the top 300 or somewhere based on where you are overall. Yeah, I have 22,000-ish tiles, and I'm top 198, I think. Facepalm F15s. Hey, Randy, when Omi to NFT comes, how would this help the token? If we use Omi to buy the NFTs, wouldn't the team have to just sell that Omi to take profits? Putting that Omi right back? No. Once we buy an NFT with Omi, it's burned. Like, it's burned. It goes right in. They don't sell it. That'll help because it'll just take out of the circulating supply. Instead of taking out of their vault and their reserve wallet, it will take Omi out of the circulating supply. So yeah, that's what it does. I'm a small one says, I spend about $10 a day on food. Today I spent less. I had, almost 12. I couldn't, but I had 2 boxes of Texas toast, which are $1 each, and I had 12 slices of cheese, which was $1 for the whole pack of the 12 slices. I couldn't. This is the last one that I had. It was just too much. And then I had a protein shake. But yeah, good. $10 a day on food, good. $300 a month. Grandma Smile says, don't go back to the military unless we are going up against China. Like I said, I probably won't because I won't. Tony Tonga says, get some! Berber says, Sonar has done 4,500% increase in 2 months. Well, I really don't want to get into something after it went up 4,500%, but maybe. I'll look into it. Grandma Swallow says, don't call your friends. We are the only friends you need. Squidcat says, good night, Dash. They all know. I got to bounce. I got to give my friend a call. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments good for the YouTube algorithm. Wes, thank you for that $5 super chat. You're helping feed me. Everyone say bye-bye, Dashy. Bye-bye, Dashy. I love you guys. Bye. Meow, 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 meow. Wow. Okay, where's the X? There it is.